Is Bailey Zappe's time over as a New England Patriot? Let's break it down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm Allie Barefoot, and we're a couple days removed from the first NFL preseason game for the New England Patriots. This game where Bailey Zappe got to showcase his skills the most out of any other quarterback in the Patriots quarterback depth chart. But is there enough room to keep going this way with Bailey Zappe, Joe Milton, Drake Maye, and Jacoby Brissett? Before we break down all of that information that you guys need to know, we had over 41,000 viewers join us for Week 1 versus the Panthers. Well, the competition gets a little bit higher in Week 2, facing the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you want us to go live for Week 2, the bosses were pretty pleased with how Week 1 went, but let's really show them that you guys want to go live. I need 25 new subscribers on today's video to make sure we're live on Thursday night. Well, on Thursday night, will we be seeing 4 quarterbacks? Jacoby Brissett took one rep. Jacoby Brissett played 1 series. Drake Maye played 1 series. And then we saw Bailey Zappe for 2 whole quarters. Joe Milton coming in with 3 minutes left to go in the third and playing the rest of the fourth quarter. And they both did very well. I think Bailey Zappe actually had a pretty solid preseason game. Although, facing the Carolina Panthers' second and third stringers, they only had 3 total first-string players on offense and on defense during that game. And Bailey Zappe was running with some ones, but mainly running with some twos as well. But overall, he had a pretty solid game. He went 12 for 20 in completions and attempts, 108 yards. He had no touchdown passes, but he did have a phenomenal pass to Kayshon Boutte, setting up the Patriots in the red zone, handing it off to Kevin Harris, and he scored a 2-yard touchdown. But 0 interceptions as well. This is fine. Is this going to let the Patriots win? No. We have seen that. Last year when Mac Jones was not that guy, Bailey Zappe wasn't the answer either. But in Week 1, you're supposed to see how your room is developing. Well, we got to see Bailey Zappe quite a bit, to the point where I was extremely surprised that Joe Milton had less reps than Bailey Zappe, considering in training camp, Zappe has gone an entire day with 0 reps because there's not enough. Zappe went 12 for 20. Joe Milton went 4 for 6. Drake Maye went 2 for 3. Jacoby Brissett went 0 for 3. It was raining. It was very hectic. Don't worry about that stat line. But nonetheless, the Patriots fans, they didn't want to see Bailey Zappe any longer. I was live tweeting this during the game saying, what the hell is Jerod Mayo doing? You have never seen Drake Maye in an NFL game. You have never seen Joe Milton in an NFL game. You've seen plenty of Bailey Zappe. Patriots fans were thinking the same thing. They started chanting, "We want Drake Maye," while Bailey Zappe was still in, getting more reps than everybody else. After the game, Bailey Zappe commented on the Patriots' reactions and also commented on how it felt getting the most reps as a Patriots quarterback. Bailey Zappe said, "It's a little opposite to what it's been in the last 2 years. When it was happening the opposite way, it wasn't really bothering me. When it's happening this way, it didn't bother me at all either. We drove down and scored, and I think they were cheering after that," talking about Patriots fans. That's all you really can do as a quarterback is go score, then everybody's happy. You're not wrong, but I think we weren't chanting out because we didn't want to see Bailey Zappe. I think we were chanting because we weren't sure why we were seeing Bailey Zappe. He's been a solid quarterback, a backup quarterback for the New England Patriots. He has not been a successful one, but he hasn't been terrible either. We've seen terrible before, but I think at this point, they're taking away reps from Joe Milton, Drake Maye, Jacoby Brissett, and just kind of implementing too much time into Bailey Zappe when we're all kind of aware Bailey Zappe's time in a New England Patriot uniform is coming to a close. So I'm wondering how much longer they're going to ride the Bailey Zappe train, and if he actually is proving anything or just taking away reps from quarterbacks that may actually play this year for the New England Patriots. But before we hop into what a New England Patriots legend had to say, what should the Patriots do with Bailey Zappe? This is where you guys get to be Elliott Wolf. Do you think they should keep him and be quarterback 3 and sign Joe Milton to the practice squad? Should they trade him, possibly trying to get a little something out of Bailey Zappe, or should they just cut him? Right now, let him go, sign with another team, and showcase his skills that are no longer needed in the Patriots quarterback room. Like I said, a Patriots legend has now spoken out about how he is not happy with what's going on in the quarterback room in New England. I'm going to break that down in just a few seconds, but I do want to tell you guys real quick about our sponsor here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm talking Game Time. This is the only app on my phone to get tickets to any concert, any sporting event, any event at all. I'm using Game Time because I'll give you 3 quick reasons. Number 1, they have the lowest price guaranteed. If there's one thing you guys need to know about me, it's I love couponing. I love saving money. So when I hear lowest price guaranteed and it's actually true, that I'm never going to use anything else. And I love the 3D view you guys get from your seats. There's nothing I hate more than going to an event, buying tickets, and realizing I'm behind a pole the entire time. You need to see where you're going to be sitting if you're going to be spending money to go see an event. The other thing I love about Game Time is that this is the price you get. After you check out, there's not going to be $200 extra of fees jammed down your throat, and now you're questioning whether you want to go see your lifelong favorite artist in concert. If you guys want to go see the New England Patriots in preseason week 2, week 3, or any regular season game upcoming, I highly suggest, I recommend that you use Game Time. And if you download the Game Time app, create an account, and use promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase while terms do apply. Tag that on the lowest price guaranteed. Why are you not using Game Time right now? Should the New England Patriots trade Bailey Zappe? I just gave you guys an option to trade, keep, or waive, and mine is trade. I do believe that Bailey Zappe has enough talent in the NFL to be a very solid quarterback. When I think of Bailey Zappe, there's one name that comes to my mind, and that's Colt McCoy. He has made a career off being a solid backup quarterback, but maybe not a Super Bowl contender. And this isn't the first time the Patriots have thought about trading Bailey Zappe. All the way back in April, Ian Rappaport tweeted out with 5 quarterbacks on the roster. This is when Nathan Rourke was on the team as well. It's a crowded room for one of last year's starters, Bailey Zappe. Safe to say, he's likely available in a trade if it makes sense. This is after Drake Maye and Joe Milton joined the team, and now Ian Rappaport is saying he could be a very likely trade target for the New England Patriots. So why not test the waters? Mayo originally did not want 4 quarterbacks coming into training camp. He had said that, and then when training camp was starting to get a little bit closer, he then changed his mind and said, I'm excited to have 4 quarterbacks at training camp. I'm excited for the 4 of them to compete against each other. We're still trying to figure out who goes where. Well, something in Mayo's mind originally didn't want 4 quarterbacks there. And now you've got New England Patriots legends speaking out about what's happening in New England. Rob Gronkowski is over it. I don't think he's aware of what's going on with Mayo and what's going on with the 4 quarterbacks in this room. Granted, Gronkowski never had to deal with this because when Tom Brady was in town, I don't even know who the backup was, to be honest, because you never saw him. So Gronk, he's never really known what's going on here, but he definitely weighed in on it. He said they gotta either let him go or they gotta trade him because he's taking away reps from Drake Maye. He's taking away reps from Joe Milton, and Bailey's not going to be on that team by the end of training camp. Bailey Zappe needs to be free so that he can go to another team and show what he has. I could not agree more. Zappe is a good backup NFL quarterback. When he had the shining moment as a starter last year, he proved he could maybe not ever be a starter in the NFL. But a good quarterback, a reliable quarterback, I do believe this is where they should look. I think his time is over as a New England Patriot. Why keep him for the rest of the preseason games and keep him on the sideline and hinder his opportunity to go play for someone else? So I thought about it. Who needs a backup quarterback in the NFL? And one team came to my mind, and that was the Los Angeles Chargers. You got Justin Herbert, who was a phenomenal quarterback, and then you have Easton Stick. Yeah, he's fine, But Zappe and Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh likes that typical quarterback prototype. If you put Bailey Zappe in a Jim Harbaugh system, Zappe's not going to add too much flair to it. Zappe is going to do exactly what Harbaugh has asked. He's a very traditional type of quarterback. And some trades that I've been seeing recently is why not give up a 7th-round pick to go a little bit higher? It doesn't sound flashy, but it could end up helping the Patriots get a 6th-round pick next year, a.k.a. Joe Milton, and give away your 7th. This is just a trade idea. You guys can tell me how you feel about it, but would you accept this trade? Type A for accept, type D for decline, moving up 1 in the 6th-round pick, giving away your 7th, and allowing Bailey Zappe to be a backup quarterback on Jim Harbaugh's staff. I think that would work out very well. My opinion, I would get rid of Zappe before Thursday. I truly would. I think that if it's not a trade, you need to cut him before Thursday. You need to see what your team will look like with 3 quarterbacks in your system and Joe Milton being quarterback 3 because I think he has proved it. But that is just me. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comment section. That's why we have Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I talk, you talk, and then we talk about it. So if you guys want more updates on if Bailey Zappe gets traded or cut or whatever Rob Gronkowski has to say, all you have to do is hit that sub button for me.